My furnace is saying the primary/secondary limit switch is open and I have no heat at all in my house. Where is the limit switch that I have to flip? Optional information: make, Lennox already tried, restarting the furnace like it says on the front panel. What happens now? Your chat has ended, but you can still work with your expert to get an answer to your question if you have not yet received one. Come back to this page at any time to see additional information from your expert. You will also receive an email when your question is updated. If you want to send a message to your expert, use the box below. The primary limit G40AX units is located in the heating vestibule panel. The secondary limit is located in the blower compartment in the backside of the blower housing.
I have no idea what either of those are. I'm a single mom that gas never had to deal with this stuff.
Both switches should automatically reset themselves as unit cools down. Have you checked your filters and made sure there is no airflow restriction?
I replaced the main filter at the bottom and I'm nervous to turn the stuff back on. I don't want to blow up my house.
You will not blow up your house. This is a very safe furnace. The safeties will shut it down if there is a problem. How dirty was the filter? Turn power off at power switch to unit so control board can reset. Turn power back on and see if furnace will run without tripping the limits or giving a fault code.
It was pretty dirty. I turned the little gas knob off and the thermostat to off and the main power to it off. I did all that about 3 hours ago because it was blowing cold air into the house and it was already so cold in here.
Dirty filter will cause the limits to trip because of insufficient airflow. It should have had plenty of time to cool down, so turn power off at power switch to unit so control board can reset. Turn power back on and see if furnace will run without tripping the limits or giving a fault code.
It's doing the exact same thing it did earlier.
Okay, is flash code giving you slow on LED 1 and steady on LED 2?
Yes.
When you turn thermostat to call for heat, do burners and the blower come on? And if so, how long will it run? You did turn main power off to the furnace and allow control board to reset, correct?
I turned the main power off and turned everything back on again and the blowers come on but no flames or heat, just blows cold air in the house.
You could have a bad limit or control board if the board is still saying the limits are open after over 3 hours. The limits will only open if furnace reaches 135 degrees in blower compartment or about 170 in burner compartment. Do you have a voltmeter so we can check the limits, or are you comfortable jumping out a couple of wires for a quick test?
Not too comfortable with touching wires and I don't have a voltmeter.
Neither of these limits should be open, as I am sure blower is not still 135 degrees, not heat chamber 170 degrees after all this time. Unfortunately, this is about as far as we can go without test equipment. Thanks again for letting me assist. If you would like to get a meter or know someone with a meter, feel free to come back to question to continue. Unfortunately, this is about as far as we can go without test equipment. Thanks again for letting me assist. If you would like to get a meter or know someone with a meter, feel free to come back to question to continue.
Okay, my uncle came home. Is there any way you can explain how to do the wire test without the meter?
Look on the vestibule of the furnace above the burners. You should see a limit switch similar to this picture. All you will see is the flat plate with wires attached to terminals as the rest sticks in combustion chamber. Remove those 2 wires and connect or jump them together, turn power on, then thermostat up and see if burners will fire. This is for a test only, do not leave them jump together. Are you still with me? Did you try jumping the primary limit? Did it make a difference? If not, there is a secondary limit down on blower housing. Do same with it. However, do not leave either of them jumped. This is for test only.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.